Hi, everybody. A few people have been asking me, what's the best technique for rowing? And I really appreciate the question because technique is important when you row. It's a comparatively simple activity, but yet incorrect form could put strain on your back, your shoulders, or even your neck. So I'm not going to go into the details on how you set up the rowing machine. I use a Concept 2 rower. I recommend the Concept 2. But there are a lot of different varieties, and the details and the intricacies differ among brands. But what is common among all the various rowing machines is a technique. But we can take this technique and divide it up into a couple different components. There's the drive where you go out, and the recovery where you come back in. And both the drive and the recovery each have 3 steps. Let's start with the drive. So when you're all the way in, what's called the catch, have your torso slightly angled forward, folding not so much from your spine, from your hips. And then at the catch, the first part of the drive, push with your legs and only your legs. Let's practice that movement in isolation a few times. Legs, 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 legs. Now the second part is what your torso does. After you push with your legs and your legs are more or less straight, then your torso goes from slightly angled forward to slightly angled back, but not too much. A lot of times people overdo leaning back. Legs, torso, then arms. Legs, torso, arms. Legs, torso, arms. And you see in a pattern here, the recovery is the same thing in reverse. Arms, torso, legs. Legs, torso, arms. Arms, torso, legs. Let's do a few slowly together. Legs, torso, arms. Arms, torso, legs. Make sure when you're coming forward that the bend is happening in your hips and not just folding in your lower back. And this is where a lot of the fundamentals we work on in Pilates can directly transfer to good rowing form. And relatedly, what makes rowing such a fantastic core workout. Now, a place where people often go wrong with the rowing is in the recovery. They bend their knees too soon. Remember, the knees bending is a third and final part of the recovery. And if you bend your knees too soon, then you have to bring the handle up and over them, which doesn't look very smooth, does it? So drive, legs, torso, arms, recovery, arms, torso, legs. Legs, torso, arms, arms, torso, legs. Let's do a few together. And last thing about rowing, especially if you're using one of these Concept 2 rowers, is don't set the resistance too high. That's a common mistake. Keep your fan set somewhere between 3 to 5. And if you want a better workout, rather than going faster, 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 push off with your legs harder. And that's how you make rowing as intense a workout as you'd like. So hopefully that helps dial in your form in rowing. Thanks so much for being part of the Mindful Cardio community, and let's keep moving together.